Hello there everybody, this is CP666 back with you, and you can see me because we're working on the Compaq today, and we're going to be doing something that I guarantee you will have just about every single one of the people who pass by my channel, well, just about, like I said, just about, not all of them, it'll have them up in arms because we're going to be installing Windows Vista, oh no, on the Compaq Presario A900, because that's what it's built for, and I figure I don't have a Vista machine. Helps to know the software. I've been so far away from Vista. This thing has a Vista license on it. And I figure, well, what the hell? Why not? For the purpose, I'm not going to be using the 7200 RPM 320 gigabyte drive that's in there. No. I'm going to be using the 5400 RPM replacement that came out of this computer right here. And the reason for that is because I don't need the high performance drive. And because I can't find my Clonezilla disk at the moment. So we're just going to leave that disk intact. Hopefully we'll be able to transfer everything over. And it will be as if nothing ever happened. Well, not quite. It will be a different operating system. But let's go ahead with that. And oh yeah, you may notice the machine won't power on anymore. And the fact that it's not plugged in. There's a reason for that. I pulled the battery. See, there's the battery that came out of it. This battery is absolutely dead to the world. It will not charge, and it sits there and blinks the battery light. Like I said, Windows won't charge. Windows says that the battery isn't charging. Wow, Windows. I wonder where that came from. So let's go ahead and move this over. Not plugged in, so I shouldn't have an issue with that. Put it down, and I'll get you set up on the tripod so we can remove the hard drive. Alright, so I've done this before, and this is not a how-to video, but I'll show you how to do it. Just for those that are going to probably complain that, and I like to show what I'm doing anyway, whether it's a how-to or not. So there are two screws here for the caddy door. Those have to be removed. Again, you want to remove all forms of power, battery, power plug, all that stuff, because you don't want your machine to power on while you're doing this. You'll get a nasty surprise. We'll pull this out. This, by the way, is actually the chassis from or the hard drive cage from an IBM ThinkPad or a Lenovo ThinkPad. From T61P. So there's that. I don't have the original one for this, and I can't find one. There are 4 screws on the hard drive that you need to remove. This is fairly simple stuff. Again, you should use an ESD wrist strap for this. You want to be very careful with these screws because you also don't want to lose them. You don't want to lose your screwdriver either. This is exciting stuff. I feel like I should be sportscasting this. So there's our old drive, 7200.4. This is a replacement drive for the original 7200.4, which failed. Set it aside. And here is the new drive. Well, not so much new. This is the 5400.6 replacement hard drive. They're both the same capacity, so I'm not going to lose any hard drive space. Even though, again, I'll never use the whole 320 gigabytes. Well, I might. You know, I might actually use the whole 320 gigabytes on this. One thing that I realized that I forgot to do was save all of my recorded stuff that I used this machine for. I use this as a sort of DVR for my little door alarm. So I can tell when somebody comes in here, I can tell when it goes off. But, oh well, we don't really need those because there's nothing too exciting in them anyway. Plus, they're undated, so not really useful. This might be more difficult than it looks because these screws are small and they like to go all over the place if you're not careful. And what you can do is you can slide this drive back in this way, which is the way it should be done. Slide it into the cover. Doesn't really wobble back and forth. And then put the caddy or the drive door back on. Screw it back in place. And then you're done. Now, how easy was that? Alright, we should be ready to begin. Let's go ahead and start it up. Shouldn't have to change the boot order because I didn't have to before. Or at least this one should be set to boot off from the CD first. Most of my machines are. It's making an attempt. Oh crap. That didn't work too well. Let's watch Windows 8 crap all over itself. Or maybe it will boot on a completely different set of hardware. I don't know. It's an interesting thing to try. Holy crap, it's actually booting. I don't think it's supposed to do that. It's thrashing the hard drive, but hasn't done anything yet. Oh, there it did. Getting devices ready. Yeah, I'm not going to sit through this. And I'm going to change the boot order in the BIOS here, because it shouldn't be set up that way. Exit that, saving those changes. Hopefully you saw at least most of that. Now I shouldn't have to do anything with the boot menu. Takes an awfully long time to boot off of that CD-ROM. I wonder if it's working correctly. Come on. Work. Press any key to boot off of that. That's what we want to do. Now this is Windows Vista. It's going to take forever. And the focus on my camera just went insane. Windows Vista. Oh no. Yeah. The things that we get into. Windows Vista is not the demon operating system that people make it out to be. There are some fairly competent systems out there that can run it, but then there are some others that should be competent and that should be able to run it, but they can't. I don't know why that is, but they can't. The one thing that it likes to do, it's very disk intensive. That's what Vista is. It's a very disk intensive operating system, even when you have a zillion megs of RAM. And that's one thing that I thought was always interesting. course, it's still managing to thrash the hard drive, even though it's not doing anything. Work, damn you. Anyway, let's wait for it to do something. Alright, there we go, that's better. This is the second time I rebooted it. Now it seems to want to work. Better than it was. HCI mode should be enabled. Whoops, gotta enter a product key. So let's do that. Alright, I accept the license terms for that. Custom install, because you can't really do much else. Install to the unallocated space, please. And now it will install, and it will take forever, I guarantee it. Alright, it's on the first reboot cycle. It's been about 10 minutes. And it's going to make me wait, because it's going to try and boot off the CD, and I don't want it to do that. Here it comes. I'm not sure if, I believe it's Windows Vista Home Premium that key belongs to. The key that I used on the bottom of the machine. But I'm not 100% sure. Woo-wee, I am tired today. Please wait a moment while Windows prepares to start for the first time. Alright, here we go. Now it's working. Completing installation. Woohoo. I feel like I should be sportscasting this. I think that's the second time I've said that in this video. Another reboot, and here I am fighting with HP's website to try and get these drivers. What a piece of crap. Because HP changed their site around, so this old site they have no longer works. Then again, what else is new? Companies are always breaking things. Let's enter the serial number. See what it does. Ah, there we go, drivers. Yay! Piece of junk. Okay, this should be the last step in the graphical setup. It's enter a username. Still manages to get the time zone wrong. I don't think they'll ever fix that. Let us begin. Oh god, not the performance check. Well, unfortunately I didn't get it, but the sound works. Prepare the desktop, and I'm going to have to download the drivers. Okay, I don't need to be recording this. I'm just downloading drivers right now. As you can see, we have 3 gigs of RAM available to the OS. Vista Home Premium, blah blah blah. I don't care about anything else. So I'm going to download all the drivers and install them. Right, the drivers are now on this disk. See, I fixed up all that stuff. Go away. Let's run them. All these drivers should work because this is Windows Vista, so. Just take an awfully long time to install drivers. One 1.0 on the Windows Experience Index. It's also going to want to activate. See, we have some unknown devices. That should fix itself by the time this is done. Alright. I'll restart later because there are still drivers that need to be installed. I love how they call it Microsoft Vista, not Windows Vista. Alright, well the drivers are installed. Let's go ahead and reboot the computer. Look at that. Now the wireless is on. Anyway, let's wait for it to reboot. It's about 4:25 when I started. It's about 5:16 right now. Alright, here we go. I think this is the first time I've ever ran Windows Vista Home Premium ever since I had that Toshiba piece of crap that I used to have way back when I first started him on YouTube. You may have seen it a couple of times. Still not running at the resolution that I would consider appropriate. No comments on the potential mess that you can see on the floor. I don't know. Like, just don't do it. Oh, would you look at that? Aeroglass is enabled. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Now it's at the proper resolution. Trying to connect to a network. It seems that it doesn't want to connect to the internet. Oh, it will do it. Oh yeah, it has to identify the network first. It's ridiculous. When all the drivers are installed, everything should be here, everything should be working. Now what we need to do is we need to run Windows Update. But we'll have to wait for it to identify the network. What a piece of crap. Oh my god. It's almost 2 hours later and we're still doing updates. Failed? Now, why would that have failed? Oh, well, for whatever reason, it keeps failing on a bunch of updates. I think that's kind of stupid. Then again, it's Windows Vista. What do you expect? Well, it's almost 5 hours later, and we are still doing updates. Haven't even gotten to the point where the service pack needs to be installed, and there's no service pack 1 yet. I haven't even gotten to service pack 1, let alone service pack 2. This is taking forever. Alright, we have activated Windows. Awesome. Okay. So that worked. Let's rate the computer while we're waiting for that other thing to work. Alright, it got a 3.1, which is not the greatest, but I've certainly had worse. And we have another reboot cycle that we have to go through. What fun. Of course, that's if it actually works. Or rebooting. Oh my god. Finally. It's been about 7 hours. It's been a total of 7 hours. And now Service Pack 1 shows up. Still have Service Pack 2 to do. What fun this is. Service Pack 1 includes all previously released updates, enhances reliability and performance, and supports new types of all that wonderful stuff. Accept the license terms. Your computer will restart several times during the installation. Might take an hour or more. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to time an hour. Oops. Let's put this down so I can time. God, this is so slow. Alright, here we go. Hopefully I can do this one-handed. No, I don't think I can. I don't think I can do this. So we're going to hit install and start. What happened? I don't think that worked. I'm gonna just let this keep on timing though. Well, as I suspected, something was broken in a Windows update and it didn't install properly, and it didn't install the second time I tried it either. So I just downloaded the standalone, and in typical Microsoft fashion, it says, your computer will restart several times during installation, and yet they have a check mark here that says, automatically restart the computer. Yes, because that makes total sense. If we hit the install, we start the clock. This should work a whole lot better than that other piece of crap. It's the first time I've ever had to download a standalone installer for a service pack on a system that wasn't running Windows XP. Then again, it's Windows Vista. What do you expect? And I think that's the second time I've said that in this video. Well, we're almost 20 minutes in, and it decided it was going to get to a point where it can reboot. Let's see what happens. Fairly zippy. Oh, a blank screen. Very encouraging. Oh, there it goes. Wah. Configuring update stage 3 of 3. Do not turn off your computer. Why do they say that? It just so sorely tempts me. Well, now it's at stage 1 of installing a service pack, and we're about 30 minutes in. Well, about 29 minutes in. Close to 30. But not quite there yet. Running stage 2 of 3. Thrashing the hard drive. And there's less than 25 minutes left on the clock. So this, I think, is going to take me over an hour. It's really quite shameful, to be perfectly honest. Something like this would take about 5 minutes on Windows 7. Okay, maybe not 5 minutes. I shouldn't make such gross exaggerations, but still, I shouldn't use such kinds of hyperbole, but it doesn't really matter. And it's going to reboot now. I really hate the glossy screens that show you just how ugly the guy running the camera really is. No preparation for this video. At least no visual preparation for this video. And I probably look like crap because I have these stupid seasonal allergies which just bug the heck out of me. And as a defense mechanism, the focus on my camera acts like it's a thing possessed. Is it actually going to do something? There it goes. And the sad thing is that there are still updates that need to be installed after this, and plus another service pack. Ooh, fun. This is probably going to take me until tomorrow to do. Now we're on stage 3 of 3, and there are 20 minutes left on the clock. More configuring updates. Oh, it's done. Oh my gosh. Was not expecting that. Took just under 45 minutes. Or just under 44 minutes to actually do that. Installation was successful. Woohoo. Yeah, it's about 12:30 in the morning. I should be asleep because I have to be up early tomorrow. And I have to be awake tomorrow. That's the one thing that I'm going to worry about here. Check for... or not. Check for updates. See how many it finds, if any. Still haven't installed any of the programs, and this is my DVR, so I'm probably gonna be out a DVR for a day, but it doesn't really matter, because I'm not gonna be using it tomorrow anyway. I only really use it once a month. More updates to install, and another reboot cycle. This is turning into something of a broken record. But I'd rather do it because it needs to be done anyway. It is the next day, and there are still updates to install. And yes, I know it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I haven't had time to get to this today. I've been busy all day, doing other various things. But the good news is videos are going to be uploaded tonight, so at least I'm planning to have them uploaded. I still don't know what's wrong with the wireless. I'm content to just leave it alone and not use it, because this thing is going to rarely be connected. It's rarely going to be powered on, even, so whatever. Another reboot. Should probably turn the volume off. As you might be able to tell, I also changed the login screen, but you can't do it the way in Windows 7. You need a special program in order to do it in Vista, because it works a little bit differently. Oh well, whatever. At least it works. I was able to find a program that's able to do it. And my traditional background, my typical bashing of Windows 8, which is great. I think we should be alright. I'm going to check for more updates, which there probably are. Alright, Live Essentials is the last update that I need to do. Don't know how long this is going to take. Hopefully it's not going to take too long, and hopefully it's going to work. Because the last time I tried it, the update failed because... oh, it had to install a platform update, but I think I've already installed that platform update. I don't know, we'll have to find out. Certainly is taking a jolly old time to install stuff. Not sure why that is. Alright, hopefully it doesn't ask me to shut down or reboot now. Oh, not responding. Yeah, that figures. Probably take a couple of years to do this. And that's still going. There we go. More updates are available. Oh no, not the .NET. I hate this. Forget it. I'm not going to install .NET. Who needs .NET anyways? No, I'll probably install it later, but there you go. I'm gonna have to wait on it to obtain the status. There we go. Activated, 3.1, 4 gigs of RAM. All that wonderful stuff. It's only running a 32 gigabyte operating system. But there you go, that should be just about it. I'm going to now close this video, turn the sound back on. Shut this off. And call it quits. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then. It would appear as though the battery is actually charging now. So maybe that's a good sign, or maybe it's not. It's definitely a failing battery, though, so I'm probably going to look at getting into a new one. Tell you what, my allergies are acting up something fierce lately. It's not really great. I don't like it. But then again, nobody does. Standing outside, it's just like I can't even see anything. It's that bad. Yes, the battery is definitely charging, which is a good sign. I do want to change the power options here, though. Oops. Alright, okay, I'm just gonna shut this off. Pretty moon out there tonight. See if the camera will focus on it. Probably not. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. That's probably about as close to the focus as you're gonna get.
zoomed all the way out. This thing has 40 times zoom. That's what it can see.